Hello, Steve White, Trickboy89 for Steve White's 89. Well, it's not all happy in sci-fi land at the moment. Now, I did a video the other day about the new teaser for the Orville Season 3, and what I didn't realise was it came with a delay. Now, the series was supposed to premiere March 10, and now it's been delayed until June 2nd. So that's pretty much 3 months. And we've already been waiting almost 2 years, because the series did really well the first year, even better the second year. It got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes versus 30, so it was better received. It was a bit more serious, and people were looking forward to the third season. It rated well, and we were going to get a third season. And then the studio or the network or whatever was bought by Disney, and then with all the politics and the shuffling and having to move it from to Hulu and just all the drama. I mean, the drama behind moving a whole series and all the politics of a new network and station, whatever. I can't remember who bought what, but Disney basically changed everything. And some people thought we weren't going to get a third season, but we are, and we did. It's been filmed, but apparently it got behind again because of the pandemic. So they had a schedule, they had a release date, which they only just released not that long ago. But so Stephen McFarlane put out a announcement or a statement basically saying, here's the teaser, and sorry, but we're going to have to delay the premiere by 3 months thanks to the pandemic. So that's where we are with that. I liked the teaser. Some people felt that it didn't focus on enough, didn't really tease the series itself, and that it's probably just a nightmare sequence or something. But I'm really not worried. I trust Seth. I think he had the right idea with the show, and he sold it on comedy, and now then he made it more serious, and it's going to be more serious in the third season. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but there's been some other dramas for some other shows. First off, The Mandalorian and Boba Fett. Basically, The Mandalorian appeared on Boba Fett, and Boba Fett basically disappeared for a couple of episodes. And a lot of people really feel like they have done a disservice to the character, and that the show itself is just a continuation of The Mandalorian, and it's just sort of like a expansion of the universe and not really a Boba Fett show, and that they have sort of undermined that character because they want to focus on The Mandalorian, which is Disney's creation, as opposed to Boba Fett, who is a George Lucas creation, blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of drama and politics there, and a lot of people are not sure what's going to happen with Grogu. Is he going to be in The Mandalorian? Which side is he going to pick? And there's this whole discussion about the idea that Lucasfilm wants to erase the sequel trilogy, and if Grogu chooses to go with The Mandalorian, versus to stay and train with Luke, then that will actually tell which way that's going to go and so forth. And a lot of it's rumours and that from Doomcock and people like that, but there does seem to be some things to it. So I think he's going to go with The Mandalorian, because how's there going to be a season 3 without Grogu? And often this happens at the end of a season, a character will go off or something, and then it's sold like they're leaving and there's a big drama, and then it's the next season they just come back like nothing's happened and they just write it in. So, and that would sort of affect how, because suppose, I don't even want to go into the politics and all the explanations for why, if he stays or leaves, it affects how Luke, runs his Jedi school, and how that changes his character and so forth and blah, blah, blah. So that's a whole other thing. And then we get to the last part, which is probably the most disappointing thing. Babylon 5 they were in talks for a new series, and they had a pilot written by Michael Straczynski. I can never say his name properly. But apparently it was shelved when the CW went up for sale, much like when 20th Century Fox was bought by Disney. CW is up for sale, and there's been a discussion in regards to how many pilots can be done this season and what pilots will be done. And apparently a very expensive sci-fi revival of an original sci-fi show that is a classic but wasn't a huge hit, I don't think, at the time, didn't make a lot of money, has been shelved. And the pilot has been shelved. We've heard from Deadline that it's not part of the lineup of the pilot season for the next year. Now, Mr. Straczynski did say that he believes that it's just been basically moved to 2023. So it will be next year's season, but who knows? I mean, if someone buys the network, you know, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? He's just being optimistic, I think. So it looks like it's done, because I can't imagine anyone buying the network who wants to profit, who's buying it to profit from it, is going to put something like Babylon 5 into the mix. Because even if it's a hit, it's so expensive. Science fiction shows are so expensive. They kind of undermine their success in a way, because they have to make a huge amount of money because of the production costs, and they usually don't. So I don't see it happening. I don't think it's going to happen. So that's very disappointing. It's definitely not happening this season, but I don't think it's going to happen next season either. So, but we'll see. So that's the update. You know, and like I said, nothing's really going well in sci-fi land. Boba Fett's been sort of undermined, and people aren't happy with the way the Mandalorian's going. Although they really love the shows, the overall way that they're actually dealing with the universe and everything, people aren't happy. People are not sure about the Orville. Like I said, some people don't like that it's going in a darker tone. Other people are just feeling like this teaser didn't represent the series or what the series is promising, so they're sort of a bit confused about why this teaser was picked. I'm guessing it's the first thing that was finished. But yeah, and of course the pilot for Babylon 5 has been shelved. I think it's been canned, but Mr. Swigzinski says it's been shelved, which just means it's going to be produced later. It's not gone, it's not cancelled, it's not over. But like I said, I think he's just being optimistic. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, maybe even ding the bell. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Babylon 5 is going to happen? Do you think it's just a little delay? Because, like I said, they don't know what the next owner is going to want. They may just scuttle the whole network just for the IP, which is basically what Disney did to Fox. Or they may just change over to another person who just wants to run it a bit more efficiently and a bit more successfully, so far as, you know, actually making money. So we'll see. I'm going to go. Bye.